Dear class 6 children, I'm here with the uh, objective exercise from chapter number 3, which I had given you as homework soon after the completion of this chapter. Actually, I wanted to send the answers through WhatsApp, but I found it not that good, so I just came with the answers. I mean, with the question answers from the objective type from the chapter number 3. So we'll discuss and write the answer. You must have done the answer. So just cross-check your answer. Alright? Just cross-check your answer. Keep your copy open or your book wherever it is done. Just keep it open. We'll discuss and write the answer. Alright? Just check your answer so that you understand better. Simply copying the answer may not be that good. You may not be understanding also. So here this way we'll try to understand the answer also and what exactly it is. Okay, we'll try to understand. So this is what I found better. Last time also I did the same from the other branch of science, that is chemistry, and we'll do this way from this chapter number 3 from chemistry and from physics also. All right, and today we'll do this one, and in the next session I'll come either from the chapter, from chemistry or physics with the new chapter. Okay, let's get started. See page number 58. Okay, page number 58 of your physics book. Okay, there is a multiple choice question. Multiple choice question. All right, multiple choice questions. So where you find in every question 4 options are there for its answer. So from where you just got to find the appropriate one. All right. So number 1 is there. I'll not write the question. Okay, I'll just write the number of the option and what is there in the option. Okay, that means option in the answer. So that only I'll write. See number 1, the force may cause in an object. Okay, the force may cause in an object what? From the given options. Number A, change in inertia, change in mass, change in weight. None of this. Which could be the right answer from these given options. See, the force may cause in an object. Check your answer, what you have done, because it was given last time only. I believe that you have done it, and just cross check your answer. Number 1, the force may cause in an object. Okay, my answer or the correct answer is option number A. Don't write, don't forget to write the number of the option also of your answer. Number A, change in inertia. Change in inertia. Okay, the answer is change in inertia. Okay, the force may cause in an object change in inertia. What is change in inertia? Means it is like this. Suppose something is at its stationary position, that means it's not moving, is fixed somewhere, is at rest. Okay, when you apply the force to it, then the object which is at rest can also move. Okay, or the object which is moving, suppose it is moving, if you are applying the force to it, it can even be stopped. Okay, the tendency of moving or to be at rest is inertia. That means that can be changed by the force. That means the correct option is A. Then number 2, the unit of force is what? The unit of force. What is the unit of force? We cannot say 2 kg of force. We cannot say 2 liter of force. What could be the right answer from the given options. Number one, number A Newton, number B kilogram, number C meter, number D second. So it is what? It is again the option number A, that is Newton. That's what? Newton. The number 3, let us take number 3. Which of the following is not an example of the force of gravity? Okay, there are 4 options, and from which you need to find out the one which is not an example of the force of gravity. A leaf falling from a tree. If something is falling down to the earth, that is the example of gravity. Okay, then a leaf falling from a tree, that is gravity. Then number B, a boy pushing a cart on a level plane, is pushing this side. It is not going down, but it is pulling forward. So let's see. Number C, a diver jumping into a swimming pool. When a diver, jumps into a swimming pool, he is not, diving in the air. He is not remaining there in the air only, but he dives into the river, which is just there on the ground. Okay, that is which is on the earth. Then a stone falling from the top of tower. So I believe option number A, option number C, option number D are the examples of the force of gravity, and only option number B is not the force of gravity. That means option number B is the correct option. A boy pushing a cart. A boy pushing a cart. Okay, on a level plane. On a level plane. Alright. Then question number 4. The unit of weight in SI system. In SI system, what is the SI unit of weight that we have discussed in the last sessions? Kilogram, Newton, gram, meter per second. So it is the unit of weight in SI system is what? What could be the answer? Option number A is kilogram, option number B Newton, option number C gram, option number D meter per second. So usually people might get confused with kilogram is the SI unit of weight, but it's not kilogram, but it is option number B, that is Newton again. Newton. Okay, it is again Newton. You can see out here, there in the summary itself. The SI unit of force is Newton or kilogram weight. Then here you see the SI unit of weight is Newton or kilogram weight. Okay, that means weight itself is in fact a kind of force. Alright, so the SI unit of weight is Newton or kilogram weight. So other options are not correct. So then we have 5. The weight of a body equals to what is the correct option? Mass into gravity, mass by gravity, gravity by mass, none of this. The weight of a body equals to, check your answer, option number A, that is mass into gravity. Mass into gravity. Okay, mass into gravity. That means the quantity of matter contained in a body into the force exerted by the gravity of the earth. Okay, that is actually weight. So mass and weight are not the same terms out here. Okay, these are the different things out here that you have to understand. So then we have number 6. Number 6, the force of friction. The force of friction is number A, always disadvantageous, always advantageous. Number C, either advantages or disadvantages. Number D, neither advantageous nor disadvantageous. It's very clear that it is advantageous as well as disadvantageous. In some cases we need friction, in some cases we don't need friction. That means it has got both the advantages and disadvantages. So from that point of view, the correct option is C. Option number C, that is that is either advantages or disadvantages. Okay, either advantages or disadvantages. Either advantages or disadvantages. Then number 7, groups in a tire. You have seen the tires, and the tires contain lot of groups there, design groups there. So that is for what? See, increase friction of the tire with the road, or decrease friction of the tire with the road, or do not affect friction of the tire with the road, make the tire good looking. What is the purpose of having grooves on the tire? We discussed that in the last session. The grooves in a tire are to increase friction of the tire with the road. That is option number A. Option number A, increase friction. Increase friction. Please continue. Okay, you just continue to write here. So that is option number A. The answer for question number 7 is option number A, increase friction of the tire with the road. Okay, a number of times we discussed in the session when we are going through this chapter, especially the advantages and disadvantages of friction. That time we had discussed all about it. Okay, then number 8. Number 8, name the types of force involved in the following. Name the types of force. Let us continue here. Okay, number 8. Let me write here. Number 8. Name the types of force involved in the following. A, B, C, D are given. A, a leaf falling from a tree. What type of force you find involved in the leaf falling from a tree? As I've told you already, whatever falls, it falls there to the earth, which means it is pulling down by the gravity of the earth. That means here what is formed? Gravitational force is formed. Gravitational force is involved. Gravitational force. Then question number B, a worker pulling a cart on a leveled road. Okay, a worker pulling a cart. Okay, he is pulling a cart. So what is he doing here? He is applying the muscular force. Okay, he is applying the muscular force out here. So muscular force is formed. Muscular force is involved here. Then number C, a person diving into a swimming pool. That we did before also. It is again gravitational force. Okay. Then number D, balloons moving away from each other after they are rubbed against a nylon cloth or whatever it is. When they are rubbed on the nylon cloth, then what kind of force is formed there? So there, last time in the session I had given an example. When you bring a comb, plastic comb, and rub on the hair and bring close to the bits of paper, the bits of paper are attracted towards the comb. Why? Because there a kind of force is formed which is called electrostatic force. Electrostatic force. Alright, electric force. Okay, so this is from physics, remember. So physics is a little bit tougher than biology, so that you need to concentrate little more compared to biology again. Okay, so it is little tougher, I am telling you. So then number 9 we have, which of the following is an example of force at a distance? So there are two types of forces, contact forces and non-contact forces. So here, opening a drawer, pushing a can filled with water, wringing the clothes to remove water, gravitational pull of the earth. So out of these four, which one doesn't need the things to be in contact? Which one? So here in the case of opening a door, you need to use your hand there. Pushing a can filled with water, you need to use a hand there. Wringing the cloth to remove water. To remove the water also, you need to toss the cloth out here. That means the things need to be coming in contact there. But among these four, gravitational pull of the earth doesn't require the things to be in contact. That means number 9, option number is D. That is gravitational pull of the earth. Gravitational pull of the earth. Alright. Then number 10. Weight of a body is measured by using the formula I've already told you. Mass into gravity. That means m into gravity. Where is? Yeah. M. Okay. W. Weight means option number 10. Question number 10. Option number C. Option number C. That is weight means mass into gravity. Okay. Mass into gravity, which we did somewhere before also. Then number 11 we have friction always opposes what? It always opposes not weight, not weight, not mass, and not even pressure. So it is option number B, that is motion. Friction always opposes motion. Okay, so when you try to move forward, something is there from other side which will always oppose you. That's why walking to a certain distance, you get tired, you get fatigued. When you throw something, after completing a certain distance, the things will fall down there. If you are throwing stone from here, after reaching somewhere, it will fall down. Why? Because there is something pushing it, in the opposite direction. Maybe the force of air, force of something. Okay, so that is in fact all because of the frictional force. Okay, that's all about from your multiple choice question. Now we'll go into continuation of this one. Followed by the other one, that is fill in the blanks. Now the same page, B. Okay, page number 59 now. 59. What is that? Fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. So number 1, what is that? The friction always acts in the what direction of the movement of the object? It is opposite. 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 Opposite direction. Suppose if you are moving this side, from the other side in the opposite direction, something will act on you. It may be the ground down there, or the air. The air also has a kind of force which will oppose your motion, oppose your movement. Okay, then number 2, the maximum value of friction is called what? Which friction? Number 2, the maximum value of friction is called, we discussed last time during the session, it is limiting. It is limiting. Check your answer. LIMITING. Limiting friction. Okay, maximum up to that point the friction can go, beyond which it cannot. So that is limiting. Number 3, in machines, ball bearings and roller bearings are used to. Machines, okay, ball bearings there, and also roller bearings there, which rotate on the ground. So that is for what? Either for increasing or reducing friction. That's for reducing friction. So your answer is reduce friction. Reduce friction, so that you can easily pull or push the things. Alright, that's why we see the wheels being used on the bottom of the suitcase or some other luggages, so that there is less friction between the bottom of the luggage and the road or the floor, whatever it is. So you can easily pull or push it. Then number 4, we have the spring balance is used to measure what? It is weight. Okay, spring balance is used to measure weight. Number 5, rolling friction is much less than the sliding friction. Rolling friction and sliding friction are there. So your rolling friction is much less. For rolling something, you see the barrel of the petrol or diesel, whatever it is. If you roll this, it is very easier to roll than you slide it. That means rolling friction is much less than the sliding friction. The answer is sliding. Okay. Then next is I'd even given you number C. That is, match the items in column 1 with the correct choices in column 2. So today we will not do this one. Okay, number C, that is not needed here. So once the school resumes, we will discuss more about it and we will do it. Okay, we will not do now here. Then we go directly to D. Okay, this C we will do afterwards when we meet again. There we do it there in the class itself. We do, because I have to give you a lot of examples of it. Okay, I have to clarify many things to you with regard to this. That's why we will not do here. So we will do this there in the class itself. Number D, we will go directly to number D now. Right, true or false? True or false? True or false? Okay. Number 1, what is there? Number 1. The frictional force is always equal and opposite to the applied force. Frictional force is always equal and opposite to the how much you have applied, what force you have applied there. The same force will be pumped to opposite in the opposite direction. Okay, that means the same amount of frictional force will be pumped but in the opposite direction. So it is true. So it is true. And number 2, the force of friction is never useful to us. I told you, frictional force sometimes is good, sometimes is bad. That means it is both advantages and disadvantages. So, but here the force of friction is never useful to us. So this statement is false. Okay. Then number 3. Now number 3, where the force of friction does not depend on the nature of surface. That's very wrong statement given out here. The force of friction does not depend on the nature of surface. We discussed last time, if the surface on which something is coming in contact is supposed smooth, okay, the frictional force will become very less. But if the surface is very rough, the more friction is formed. That means there more friction is formed. So what is mattered out here? Surface. Okay, the nature of surface. So the given statement is false. Number 4. The friction has no limit. Friction has no limit. Question is saying friction has no limit. No, there is limit. We call it limiting friction. So the given sentence or the given statement is wrong. So it is again false. Alright. Then number 5. Friction can be reduced by streamlining the body of the moving object. So friction can be reduced by making the body of the objects in a streamlined, fashion. That is true. That is true. You see the shape of fish. Okay, I had done last time also there. Alright, I had done there. See the shape of the fish out here. Okay, which is here. So this type of shape, which is pointed in front, is streamlining. You see the shape of bird, you see the shape of boat, you see the shape of helicopters and all. Okay, so it is all streamlining. Why? Because it can cut the frictional force. It can reduce the frictional force. So the question number 5. Friction can be reduced by streamlining the body of the moving object. That is true. Okay, so this is what I had given you as the homework in the last session, so now for the completion of this chapter, out of which we could not do this one for, because see that we'll discuss that in the class itself. then we'll do it. And others I have done here. You just cross check your answer. If by any chance you have made any mistakes in the in solving these questions, so you just check and write there in the copy. Okay, so other long type question answers we'll do afterwards there in the class itself, because we are very much optimistic that very soon the class will resume, and there itself will sort out all those problems. So in the next session when I come, I'll be there with the new chapter from either chemistry or physics itself. Okay, so till then, keep yourself happy and safe. All right, thank you very much.